And again, Rob, a sort of interesting dynamic where you've got an old experienced player also potentially keeping out exciting youngsters, like in this case, Jager. I'm sure a lot of people would like to see him and Eben Etzebeth as the starting locks.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the pleasant problems the Springboks have is I think they've probably got we do have a few issues in other positions, but in terms of the second row, I think South Africa are perhaps the most blessed team of any at this World Cup. Eben Etzebeth was absolutely superb for his physicality but also some little deft hand skills as well in the game against Samoa. But the one happy development in the number 5 berth was that Victor Matfield had a tremendous 55 odd minutes or whatever it was before he came off, nursing a little bit of a leg strain, but having done a really good job for 55 minutes, especially in terms of causing mayhem on the Samoan line-out throw. And then when Jager came on, he really meant business again. Got stuck in immediately. Some big hits, some good displays of leg drive. He's a fantastic prospect as well, but almost to his detriment in a sort of inadvertent sense, he just brings good qualities as an impact player. He's almost a perfect guy to bring off a bench. We know he's the future. We know that when Victor Matfield retires, Jager looks like he and Eben Etzebeth are going to form a serious combination for some time to come. But I also like the balance of youth and experience at the moment in the starting setup involving Etzebeth and Matfield. So I think that the status quo may just be extended there.
Now, Rob, Jan Serfontein's obviously been called up because of the sort of potential shortage of centres now. We've got these niggles with Jesse Kriel and Damon Dolendi. What sort of team do you think Heineke Meyer is likely to field against Scotland? And now, the sort of fringe players, you spoke earlier about Fourie de Pre, I beg your pardon, having a great game, sort of earning the number 9 shirt. Now you've got your Rudy Pages. When are these guys going to get a chance to play at all?
I think their best bet probably comes against the United States. We know that the Springboks, because of that loss against Japan, may not now have the luxury of already having qualified and being able to field a sort of like a dirt track 15, if you like, against the United States. I think they will still have to put a few of their senior personnel into that US game, simply because they probably will still need some sort of result out of that match just to be sure of a good qualifying place. So there are a few issues at play there. Obviously, the medical report, as you say, is going to be vital for the next couple of days. There are certain players nursing niggles, but if the Springboks have a sort of a clean bill of health, apart from Jean de Villiers now, obviously, then I think he'll stick pretty much with the side that played against Samoa. There's no reason to change it up too much. He picked very close to what we always thought was going to be his sort of tournament first team for the game against Samoa. The only surprise perhaps being Adrian Strauss being selected ahead of Bismarck du Plessis. And having said that, I must say Adrian Strauss had a really dynamic game. Quite hard to drop, I would say, at this point. And his deputy, Schalk Brits, also came on and looked lively, scored a debut try for South Africa. So they may yet actually remain the match day hookers on Saturday, and with poor old Bismarck du Plessis possibly still sort of sitting in that sort of number 3 hooker position and wearing a blazer in the stands. I don't think there'll be too many changes for Scotland because of the importance of getting another job done this weekend. We knew that Samoa, Scotland were the 2 red letter games for the Boks, and that hasn't changed. So I think as long as there's a medical all clear for most of the players, then we shouldn't see too many changes, especially to the starting 15.